Hi guys, it's Kiyako here, back with another speed build. Today we're building a survivor's camp during a zombie apocalypse. I love zombie builds, and it seems like you guys do too. Some of my most viewed videos are zombie videos, so I hope you guys enjoy this one. It's a different take on, the zombie survivor things that I've been doing. And this one's more like an on-the-go kind of survivor's camp. It's survivors who are, traveling in their cars and their trailers, and they're just kind of like traveling cross-country to, survive. But yeah, if you guys have any, fun zombie headcanons, please let me know. I'm always, super interested in seeing what you guys come up with. And I feel like this one could be pretty cool. I don't have any specific characters in mind yet. So definitely if you guys have any ideas about who could be surviving right now, who's living in these trailers and in these cars, please let me know, because I feel like we could have a lot of fun talking about it. But anyways, so this is a little bit random, but it is kind of slightly inspired by my life. Not that I'm going through a zombie apocalypse or anything like that. But I recently started watching The Walking Dead, and I'm only a few episodes in, so I'm not super into it yet. But it's been interesting. I like the show so far. It's not exactly what I thought it would be. It's a little campy at times, but so far it's been entertaining, especially the zombie stuff. But basically in the first few episodes there is a camp like this where people are living in their cars and in these trailers. They're just kind of traveling. So that's kind of what my inspiration was. But it's not like Walking Dead build. It's not like that or anything. It was just, kind of inspiration. But let me know what you guys feel about the zombie genre, because I know it's kind of hit or miss for some people. It's pretty hit or miss for me as well. It really depends on the zombie genre or the zombie movie that I'm watching. My favorite zombie movie probably of all time is Train to Busan, because it's just, I don't know, it's so freaking fun. It's a Korean film. I highly suggest watching if you guys haven't seen it. I've not seen the second one. I've heard it's not as good, so I wouldn't really suggest that, but the first one was amazing, and definitely check it out. Other than that, so far The Walking Dead it's fun. It's not amazing to me so far, but I haven't I'm not that far into it, so maybe it gets better. And other than that, I'm trying to think of other zombie apocalypse things that I've seen recently. Let's see, I feel like I'm totally forgetting out on definitely some big ones. Does Game of Thrones count as a zombie apocalypse, media? I feel like it kind of does, because there's the Night King and all the Night Walkers, and they're pretty much zombies, right? So I guess that counts. Let's see, what else is there? I'm not quite sure. I feel like I have not seen enough zombie material, to be honest with you guys, so please let me know if you have any zombie suggestions. Please recommend good zombie stuff, because I've seen a lot of bad zombie stuff, I feel like, and I definitely want to see, the zombie genre taken seriously and done very well, Ooh, Paranorman is another zombie one. That one's more fun and family friendly. It's a stop motion film. Highly suggest if you haven't seen. But that one is definitely very, very fun as well. But anyways, the reason I'm talking about zombie genre stuff is because there's not a lot to talk about right now in terms of the campsite. I'm just kind of setting up campsite things. You have the big fire in the center. You have a area where they station food. You have this watchtower over here, which is an old abandoned water tower. You can see me put binoculars up there, so someone's gonna go up there and use their binoculars to see from far away if there's any zombies approaching, or enemy people or something like that. I don't know. I will say, just so you guys know, just ahead of time, I finish up this build pretty much, but when I was finishing up the insides of the interior of the RVs, my game literally just glitched out for some reason. I'm not quite sure why. I don't know if I used a specific object that tweaked it or something. I don't know. But basically, I lost part of the save, and I wasn't able to get screenshots of the inside of the RVs, and the video ends a little abruptly because of that, but just so you guys know, that's why that happened. But I get screenshots of the outside and the main parts of the camp, so I'm pretty, cool with it. But I'm sorry about that. I don't know why the game glitches sometimes. I know it's my fault because of all my custom content, but, whatever. So this is the inside of the first RV. I did imagine there's 3 people in here, because I feel they're gonna try to stuff as many people as they can in each RV, just because it's the most hospitable thing that they own, you know, like it's a lot more comfortable to sleep in an RV than on like in a car, you know what I mean? So I feel like they're definitely trying to cram people in here. So there's gonna be like a bed in the back, and there's gonna be like a cot or like a mat on the floor for someone to sleep on. I don't know where they got that little bouquet of flowers. I feel like that's probably not that realistic in a zombie apocalypse, but I wanted to make it, I wanted it to feel like the people were trying to have some sense of normalcy, you know, like they're trying to, even though the world is in chaos, you still want to live in a space that's nice, you know, like as someone who's pursuing interior design and who loves interior design, like this would definitely be me in a zombie apocalypse. Like I would have like the cutest trailer, the cutest RV, you know, like I'd be like, you know, fighting for my life in the middle of like all these zombies, but then I'd have like, you know, art on my walls, and it would just be very, very lovely, I feel like. You know, because if you're living in harsh, you know, terrible times, you might as well try to, you know, have space that makes you feel happy. So yeah, it's a nice RV on the inside, but you do get the sense that there is like a lot of utility and things, you know, like there's an extra chair, there's a toolbox, there's that cot on the floor I talked about, and there is, you know, some stains. It's like falling apart a little bit, just because it's probably been through a lot as an RV, but you know, it still looks very homey, I feel like. Let's see, what are we doing now? We're just gonna put little things on the wall, and then we're gonna decorate this bathroom. I don't know if this bathroom would work. I don't know how RVs work. I feel like there's probably like a water tank, right? And then they have to like refill the water tank. I need to think about how long it's been. I feel like maybe this is like a year into the zombie apocalypse. So like the world has fallen apart, but there's still like resources around, you know what I mean? Like I don't think this is like super into the future where there's like no resources. I think this is only like a little bit into the zombie apocalypse. So they're like doing okay, you know, like they're definitely like like they definitely have lost some people, I feel like, and they're definitely gonna have to like lose some more people, and they're gonna fight for their lives, and all this like terrible, you know, Walking Dead stuff is gonna happen to them. But I do feel like they're like okay right now. They're doing chill. They're like, they found a location that's not a lot of zombies. There's some resources, and right now they're just kind of like trying to survive and find like more survivors and stuff. I did like outside in the campsite, I placed like a radio and like a chair by the radio, so someone's like trying to like listen to the radio frequency and like try to find other survivors, which is something else that I stole from The Walking Dead because they had like the same little setup. But yeah, anyways, so we are finishing up the inside of the first RV. Let me know what you guys think, who lives here, like what kind of like people, you know, met up and decided to team up and become, you know, this like traveling campsite together. I feel like this would be a very cool situation to be in, but like not at all. Does anyone else ever do that where they like imagine like what they would do in a zombie apocalypse, and it's kind of like fun to think about, but at the same time it's like a horrible situation to be in? I don't know, that's kind of me at times. But anyways, this is like a little photo wall I put together, so maybe this is, I thought that either this could be like a photo collage of like their old family photos of like people they've lost, or it could be like random photos that they found in other people's houses when they were like collecting resources and stuff. So maybe it's like a way for them to remember or to like honor the people that, you know, they've lost, basically, you know, like the people that have died in the zombie apocalypse, and like, oh, let's remember that like these zombies were still people once, so let's put their photos on the wall, you know what I mean? Anyways, I feel like that would be like a very nice little thing for them to do. This is our other RV. It's a little fancier just because, I don't know, I made this one fancier because the actual like outside of the RV seemed fancier, so this one's more like a modern RV, you know what I mean? Like this is more like a trendy one. I feel like whoever owned this was probably like some sort of influencer or like travel blogger, you know what I mean? It definitely has that vibe to it. But you know, in a zombie apocalypse, those are probably the people who would survive, right? Because they're like totally on the road and they, you know, are sustainable and sufficient in that way. So I feel like it would be realistic that a travel vlogger would survive a zombie apocalypse in this way. It's a pretty nice kitchen, I feel like. I'm surprised it's not more torn up. I mean, I say that like I didn't build it myself, but I should have torn it up a little bit more just to make it seem a little bit worn down, but it still is a very, very nice little kitchen. We are gonna eventually at some point cut off this video and, you know, because of the glitch, and we're gonna lose some progress. And I don't quite remember if I furnished the bed. How far did we get before it glitched out? I don't quite recall. We'll see. It'll be a fun surprise of, you know, where does this video suddenly end? We have a little baby chair back there, so maybe, you know, they have like a baby or a toddler or something, which would be you know, probably absolutely horrible in a zombie apocalypse situation. I feel like that would just be so anxiety inducing to have like a very little kid with you while you're trying to survive zombies and stuff. And also probably terrible for the little kid themselves, you know. But these people have a toddler, so I hope they, you know, are doing well. I hope they are able to take care of that kid. I don't know if it would be like their child or if it's like a child that they rescued and now they're just like taken care of, you know? I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. What are your, you know, possible headcanons? There's where they glitched. I lost everything after that. And I lost a couple things before that as well. But, you know, whatever. You guys got to see what I was going for. So let me know what you guys think of the Survivors Camp. I had a lot of fun doing it. I feel like it turned out looking pretty cool. Definitely looks like it could be, you know, somewhat functional. I definitely wish there was like more zombie stuff in the game. Like I feel like a zombie pack would be really cool. I know there's a lot of zombie mods out there, but I haven't found one that I've like super loved yet. So please let me know if you guys have any, you know, mod suggestions for zombie gameplay, because I think it's so fun. But yeah, anyways, that is our zombie survivors camp. Anyways, it is, what day is it? Ooh, it's Tuesday. I hope you guys have a wonderful week. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.